If you've been on the fence about buying a house here in Maryland because of the mortgage rates, well, I need for you to watch this whole video before you make any decisions because I'm going to walk you through the actual math, the real numbers for renting versus buying right here in Maryland in 2026. And by the end, you might be surprised which one wins. If you're new here, my name is Larizza Viado and I am a Maryland Realtor. And I actually relocated here myself from the West Coast, so I know firsthand what it feels like to move across the country and try to figure out which town is actually the right one for you. That's exactly what this channel is for, the real, the unfiltered, the local insider truth about moving here in Maryland. And today we're going to tackle one of the biggest questions I get asked during phone calls or DMs and sometimes during open houses discussions. Should I rent or buy on this market? And stick with me because there's a number in the middle of this video that everyone gets completely wrong. So let's get to it. First, let's talk about why this question is on everyone's mind. Mortgage rates have come down a little, but they're still sitting in the mid 6% range, and rent isn't cheap either, especially if you're looking anywhere near DC or Baltimore. So a lot of people are stuck. They feel like renting is throwing money away, but buying feels scary with rates where they are. I get it. Let's break down the math so you're not left guessing. Okay, here's the number that I mentioned at the start. Most people think it's the interest rate, but it's not. It's actually called the break-even point. That's how long you have to live in the home before buying beats renting financially. Right now, across most markets, that break-even point is landing somewhere around 3 to 5 years. So here's a simple question to ask yourself. Am I planning to stay in this area for at least 3 to 5 years? If yes, then math almost always favors buying right now. But if you're planning to move within a year or two, then renting might actually work better for you at this moment. Let's use a real Maryland example. So you're looking at a home around $400,000 to $450,000, which is right around the state median. Compare that monthly mortgage payment to what you'd pay renting a comparable place in the same area. Well, in a lot of Maryland markets, the gap is smaller than people think, sometimes just a couple of $100s a month. And here's the part that renters don't understand. Every month you pay rent, the money is gone. And every time you pay the mortgage, some of that is building equity, and that is yours. So let's talk about why a lot of buyers are moving forward right now instead of waiting. Home prices in Maryland have been ticking up a few percent a year. So if you wait a year hoping for a better deal, the home might just cost more by the time you're ready. And rates, if they drop down the road, you can always refinance. You are not locked into that rate forever, but you are locked into today's price if you wait. There's also a strategy a lot of buyers are actually using right now. It's called date the rate, marry the house. Let me explain. Basically, buy the home you actually want now, lock in whatever rate is available, and if the rate drops later, you refinance and lower your payment. You're not stuck. Quick reminder, again, my name is Larizza Viado and I am a realtor here in Maryland. If any of this is making you think, well, I need to make a plan for my specific situation, you're in luck because I put together a free Maryland relocation roadmap. It walks you through exactly this kind of decision, step by step. The link is in the description. Now, I want to be fair, because buying is not the right move for everyone, and I'm not going to pretend it's just because I'm a realtor. If you're not sure where you want to settle down yet, if your job situation feels unstable, or if you don't have your money down payment or closing costs ready, renting for a little longer is a completely smart move. There's no shame in that. The worst thing you can do is rush into a home purchase before you're financially ready. This is exactly why I always tell people it is never too soon to start planning, even if you're not buying for another year or two. Real quick, before I tell you about the free resource, stick around for the next part as I give you the 4 checklist question that I give my own client before they make this big decision. It takes about 30 seconds to go through it yourself. Okay, let's make it practical. This is exactly how I would walk you through this decision if you sat down with me. Number 1, how long are you staying? Under 2 years, lean on renting. Over 4 to 5 years, buying usually wins. Number 2, what's your current rent compared to what a mortgage would actually cost you in that same area? A lot of people assume buying in a way is more expensive. And when we actually run the numbers together, they're shocked on how close it is. Number 3, are you financially ready? Down payment, closing costs, a little cushion left over after you move in? If yes, you're in a strong position to move forward, even with rates where they are. And number 4, and this is the one that nobody talks about enough. What does owning a home actually do for your long term? Every year you own, you're building equity instead of handing it to the landlord. That's the part that monthly payment comparison doesn't show you. And before you click away, I want to actually leave you with something that actually matters, more than the rates, more than the prices, and more than the numbers we just covered. So renting versus buying in Maryland in 2026, there is no universal right answer. There is a right answer for you based on your timeline, your budget, and your goals. And that's exactly what I help people figure out every single day. Hey, real quick, if you're watching this video and you're seriously considering a move to Maryland, whether that's in 2 months or in 2 years, it's never too soon to get a plan together. I love helping people do exactly that, showing you homes, walking you through the buying process, mapping out your whole relocation so nothing gets missed. So I put together a free Maryland relocation roadmap that walks you through everything step by step. The link is in the description. It's free, it's detailed, and it's going to save you a lot of time in your research. And if you're ready to have a real conversation about your move, you can use the link below to schedule a one-on-one call with me. I'll help you build a strategy that fits your timeline, no pressure at all. Other than that, I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye!